Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a movie review this afternoon, like almost late afternoon for Bad Boys Ride or Die, the fourth film that I got a chance to check out for myself to see what I was going to think of this hour and 55-minute film. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this almost 2-hour movie and let you know my thoughts on this film overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, it stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence playing as Mike and Marcus again, and pretty much they're back again, the bad boys, of course, on another roller coaster of action and violence and all that stuff. So a lot of things will be happening in this film. Pretty much with what I've seen with this film, this is a little weaker than the third one. I didn't necessarily love the third one. I thought it was average as of now, but this one is a little weaker, to be honest. The fourth film in the trilogy, and the action sequences are pretty strong. And don't get me wrong, it did have some badass moments, but it's the execution. Like, did it work or not, is the main thing. Yes and no. Like, you don't see Captain Howard in this film because he passed away in the film. His character passed away. But from what I've seen with this one, at least they dedicated most of the movie to him. But I think in the third one he passed away. It's been a little bit since I've seen Bad Boys for Life, the third film, so it's been a couple years. But I remember thinking that was average. But with this film, I guess Will Smith's character Mike has panic attacks. I think he did in the third film too. I'm not sure, but with this one, he kind of hesitated on taking the shot to kill James McGarth, the bad guy in the film. Who his character was tortured for a while, and then he became a bad guy in this new film. So with what I've seen with this film, they have Will Smith's son's character, Armando, back in this film, in the sequel to Bad Boys for Life, because he was in the third film as the bad guy. But in this one, he kind of portrays like an alliance with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in this film just to stop the actual bad guy that hired him, Armando's character. So the actor that played Armando, his performance was pretty strong in this film. But it's like some of the jokes in here were kind of cringy. There were some funny moments, but then there was moments where it got a little stale with this film. So with this one, I think it's a decent film. It's not one of the best, but at least it was watchable to get through this hour and 55 minutes. So I was interested in the film, but I wasn't really loving it too much. Like the last one, I thought had a good story, sad one too, for some moments of the movie. But with this one at least tried a little bit, but well, I wouldn't say tried a little bit. It tried a little bit, but it didn't execute as good as the last one. So in my opinion, if I were to give Bad Boys for Life a score, I'm going to give it a decent 7 out of 10. It's a decent film. I'm going to be on my decent to good movies by the end of the year. It's not one of the worst films I've seen this year, but not one of the best, like I said. But overall, it's fine for what it is. So, it's a movie. We got what we got. And at least they followed it up with the last movie, Bad Boys for Life. But I don't know, with this one, the performances, they did good, and some of them didn't. It was just some moments with the script writing that was hit or miss, but overall, decent movie. So 7 out of 10 for Bad Boys Ride or Die. Sorry, I almost said For Life. Thinking of the 2020 movie. I actually did review that movie a few years ago, if I remember correctly. But with this one, it's a little weaker than the third film. So with that being said, 7 out of 10 for Bad Boys Ride or Die, the 2024 film. Thank you for watching this movie review this afternoon.